All right, and welcome back to another episode of the Boston Red Sox MLB 19 The Show franchise mode. I'm a little behind, but I'm going to get into that in a little bit. Follow me on Twitter at Trey Dalbert. Follow the website at media_Vendetta. Vendetta Sports Media is where you can find everything. Again, I'm sorry, I am very behind. We're in June. Yes, we're in June. The reason I am behind is because I was in London for the Red Sox-Yankees London Series games. Stayed there for about a week and a half. I loved it. It was great. Been traveling a little bit, so that is the reason why I'm behind. In this episode, it's just a 3-game series with the Toronto Blue Jays. So you guys can watch, see what happens. Just short highlights. Gonna do short highlights for a little bit. The next game I'm gonna show is actually planned. The 4th of July is the next game I'm gonna show, so be prepared for that. National holiday. Figured that would be a good one to show. It's against the Blue Jays again. Playing Blue Jays a lot lately, so we're gonna get these out of the way. Quick highlights. But anyway, back to London. Only downsides I'll start with. The only downsides, number one. I mean, I don't know if this is just Europe, or if this is just Britain, or if this is just London, but where the hell's the air conditioning? It has been blazing hot, balls hot, and there is no air conditioning in London. None. Maybe there's air conditioning in the hotels, but there was no air conditioning in the little apartment we were staying in. There was no air conditioning in the double-decker buses. I was an idiot for sitting up at the double deck, the top deck. It was balls hot up there. Big mistake. Big mistake. There's a launch job by Betts, who's having a great year in the game. Much better in the game compared to real life. Another thing. Europe, London, Britain, England. We're going to need some ice in our water. You know what I mean? I didn't drink a cup of water that was colder than, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Basically, if you took a drink out of the fridge and then let it sit there for like an hour or two, that's the coldest drink of water I had in London. I couldn't find an ice cube. So get your shit together, London. That's got to improve. I can't be drinking warm water. I mean, there were times I was literally drinking warm water. And that shit pisses me off. But those are the only downsides. Really the only downsides. The game was at the West Ham Stadium. It was really nice. They did a really good job. It was kind of on a tilt. I don't even know how to describe it, but they did a really good job. The Red Sox got their ass beat. I mean, the pitching staff is egregious. Dave Dombrowski, he just completely ignores the bullpen. Continues to ignore the bullpen. That's another place I wanted to go before I finish up my London series. Sorry, I'm all over the place, but has to be said. This fucking guy, Dombrowski, does nothing about the bullpen. Then he says, we're going to put Eovaldi in the bullpen. What a... It's just a move that reeks of desperation. It really is. That's the only way to describe it. Just reeks of desperation. Totally pathetic. Then they trade for Andrew Kashner. That shit's a disaster waiting to happen. Total disaster waiting to happen. The guy has the lowest strikeout rate in the league. He doesn't strike out anybody. And in this ballpark, you better strike some guys out. Because there's a lot of cheap home runs in this ballpark. It's still not crazy hitter friendly. But you better not let the ball go in the air, because that wall's your best friend as a hitter. And the foul pole in right field, you can steal a cheap home run. And because Kashner doesn't strike anybody out, I don't think it's a good fit at all. I really don't. I think it's a horrible fit. The three guys that I would have rather seen traded for, if they're going to go starter route, which is fine, give me Zach Wheeler. Give me Madison Bumgarner. Give me Marcus Stroman. What the hell's Andrew Cashner going to do? Who cares? He's having a good year for the Orioles. Guess how many meaningful games he's pitched in all year? 0. How about when he did pitch a meaningful game for the Red Sox, he got his ass kicked. So, I have no hopes for this. No hopes. But anyway, back to London. The fish and chips were as advertised. I don't want to eat a chip. I should say, I don't want to eat a fry for like 2 months. I had enough fries. It's served with every single meal. Every single meal. I got steak one night, fries. Wasn't even an option. It just comes with fries. Crazy. The fries were good. They're just kind of like steak fries and you get sick of them after a while. So, and I'm not a steak fry person either. But the fried cod was very good. Not much of a food town. Not a crazy food town. Went to this Camden market. It was pretty good. Had a lot of different stuff there. I would recommend it. That's what I think of when I think of Europe. It was kind of like a modern Renaissance fair. With all these little huts and shops around. It was pretty cool. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else I did. Bunch of stuff. Another rant I need to go on. And this is sounding really negative, but it just shows the difference. Who the hell eats a tomato with breakfast? They have this full English breakfast that they serve, or that they have. Comes with a full tomato. And you just see people chomping at this tomato. Ugh. I mean, I'm semi-picky eater. I'm not willing to try everything, but I'm not eating a tomato whole for breakfast. That's just absurd. Who the hell does that? But again, it was really cool. I liked it a lot. We were traveling a lot in the little train system. I felt like I was on there forever. The game was awesome. Went to the mall. It was cool. Just the atmosphere was really cool. Went to a pub. The pubs were awesome. The pubs I definitely recommend. That's just Europe right there. You get home from work, say, fuck it. We're getting drunk. Tonight, we're getting drunk. Tomorrow, we're getting drunk the next day. So the pubs were really cool. I was drinking this pale ale or something. Camden Pale Ale. It's pretty good. Went on the Thames River. Little river cruise. Got some good food. That was fun. Saw the London Eye. Didn't go on it because the wait was like 3 hours. Screw that. Saw the Churchill War Rooms. Those are pretty neat. Basically a dedication to Winston Churchill. It was the building that they planned World War II in. Basically any decision that went into that went in. And they pretty much left everything. Once they packed up, they just preserved everything. So that was really cool. But again, we'll be more consistent with these. Get ready for more episodes. But until next time, we will see you soon.